Hello, and welcome back to Stardew Valley Expanded. We passed out last episode and we are stuck here in Ginger Island, but we're going to need to go ahead and head home because I'm pretty sure it's the Desert Festival today and we definitely want to make it to that. So let's get going. On our way towards home, let's go ahead and check this out. Ever since I was a little girl, I've wanted my own fairy rose garden. Can anyone help me? It's a 14-day thing. I'm assuming this is going to require fairy roses. We do not have Pierre's grocery list, which means we'd probably need to take some of the fairy roses that we have. I think I have a few saved and maybe do something with those. And then, of course, we have the bug guts one. Ooh, I'm not really sure. Are we going to need fairy roses? Are we going to need fertilizer? What are we going to need for this? I have no idea. This could end up being a fail. But since it's new, I think I'm going to go ahead and grab that, and we'll see if we can get it complete. Ooh, we're definitely not going to be able to complete this. Okay, drop off fairy seeds 50. Drop off a fairy stone. I don't even know how to make those. And drop off fairy dust. We don't know the recipe for that either. So we're not going to be able to complete that quest. But at least we now know what it is. So maybe in the future, when it comes back, we'll be able to do it. I didn't even realize that it was Olivia's birthday. I gave her and Victor a gift just because I saw them passing by, but apparently it is her birthday. I gave her Jade. Thank goodness she liked that. Woo! Okay, but we're up to 6 out of 8 with her. That's pretty good. My bad. That's kind of funny. Oh, and apparently we've got a cutscene here. We've got Lance. We just met him at the very, very end of the last episode. Good morning, Melly. I hope I'm not intruding. I had heard from a colleague your farmland was extraordinary. It's getting there. Their description barely did it justice. This place is breathtaking. Thank you. It needs a lot of work, but thank you. Of course. Allow me the opportunity to explain why I'm here. I received word from your guild administrator, Gil, that Marlon was looking to contract with a combat mage. After reviewing the relevant tasks and missions, I decided to accept. And I must admit, after we met at Mount Calder's Caldera, you piqued my interest. I'd like to get to know you better, but I travel quite often, so at the risk of being a little forward, here's my schedule. We will meet again soon. I'll be taking my leave now. Farewell, Melly. Good morning, Melly. I bring important news from the Ferngill Republic Ministry of Magic. It would appear a high-ranking council member has expressed interest in developing your arcane potential, which isn't a common occurrence. My colleagues have tasked me with teaching you warp magic. Meet me at my tower at your earliest convenience. Ooh, all right. Okay, and we got this schedule. Do we consume it? What do we do with it? Okay, so we just hold on to this. Very interesting. I kind of wish we got like some kind of an encyclopedia for everybody's schedule that was in game. That would be very nice. I think for now, though, I'm just going to stick it in here. Let's check our mail really quick. This is our pass out notice. Dear Melly, you're such a good neighbor. I thought I'd send over some animal feed to make your job easier. Keep it up, Marnie. Thank you, Marnie. Dear Melly, I'd like to surprise my husband with a gift. He's a big fan of leeks. Could you bring me one? Absolutely, Evelyn. Okay, not too shabby, not too shabby. We'll go ahead and leave this here. I'm bringing a crocus, hopefully for Sandy, just to work on her friendship while we're down there. But let's go see if we can get headed out over there and start working on some of that. All right, I'm not sure how much of down here is going to be changed or anything like that. I'm going to be doing a little bit of looking around and a little bit of talking to NPCs and stuff like that before we get started on any of the fun event time activities. We've got Sandy down here. I'm going to go ahead and give her a gift. We're up at 6. I don't know why I thought we were so much lower with her, but I do still want to work on her because it always takes me forever to get her friendship done. Let's go ahead and see what kind of fashion Emily gives us today. Okay, what are we looking like? The most basic outfit imaginable. That's crazy. You're looking great. Come back another day and we'll put together a fresh new look for you. I like the brown pants, but this is just a basic sweater. Sag. We'll put our normal outfit back on, and I'll go ahead and hold on to these because we might want to use them later. Who knows? And I do have my hoe here, so I am going to dig this up. There we go. Heck yeah. We got our first start of calico eggs. Oh yes, I've got the perfect match for you. Let's get ourselves a cactus. This one's got a strange look, but it suits you. Perfect. We will save that as well. Let's see who is manning the shops today. We've got Demetrius. Nothing I'm super looking for. This would be a really good thing. I would kind of wish he would have shown up on the last day, because that would have been a good thing to use all of my extra eggs on, honestly. And then we've got Harvey over here. We've got Harvey's mallet and some coffee and some decorations. Nothing I am too concerned about right now. I really need to get this at some point. I don't think I have a lot of iridium, though. I can't quite remember. We'll check out this cart as well. See if there's anything that we need. Doesn't look like it. Okay, so it looks like we've got the normal stuff. Yeah, the normal stuff here. Greetings, friend. Care for a test of knowledge. If you can answer my questions correctly, you'll earn a prize. What do you say? Yes. Excellent. Now for the first question. Where are we? We are in Calico Desert. When is Pierre's shop normally closed? Wednesday. How much does a rabbit cost? Ooh, I think it's one of these. I'm going to say middle. Nope. Nope. We'll have to come back another time. I know I could have looked that up, but I wanted to actually try guessing. Got another dig spot? All right, so I know we could do Willie's fishing quests. I'm probably not going to do those. I don't think we get anything other than a handful of eggs, and it's not super worth it. I think I'd much rather go in here and do this first. Okay, let's figure out what our challenge is going to be. 12 Omni Geodes, 10 serpents. Let's do the 10 serpents. I know we get less eggs, but I think that one will be significantly easier. And then we're going to head down here and we're going to pick a buff from this chef here. I don't remember exactly what all of them are, so I'm just going to go ahead and kind of just choose something that sounds interesting. I feel like maybe the cave loaf was like defense or something, and then the hot sauce might have been luck or something. I don't fully remember, genuinely. We call it the hot log. All right, what did we get? We got speed and mining. Those are both fine with me, and we're going to have a spicy eel as well. And let's get going. We got to make sure we grab those statues. Monsters do more damage. Gee, thanks. The one thing I don't like about this arrow trinket is that sometimes it does too much knockback. When you're trying very specifically to actually catch monsters, that can be so annoying. Ooh, a prismatic shard. Very nice. Very nice. Very lucky. And 2 iridium bars. Also very nice. What do we not want? Probably this. We already have that. Extra eggs. That's very nice. More serpents. That was a really good one, actually. All right. Sounds like we just finished. I think I'm going to keep going in here for a little bit, though. Ooh, a battery. You know, I was starting to think maybe those didn't drop from them in Expanded, because I don't think we've had any luck getting them the entire time that we've been playing. Ooh, I was gonna leave. I'm glad I didn't. It's a pretty small floor, but any of those Pepper Rexes help. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it here on 61. Let's go talk to Gil. 23. Okay, now I'm impressed. Get a load of this. An egg rating of 23 for the day. Not too bad. Gave us a decent amount of calico eggs. And we've got some triple shots. That's very nice. What do we want to exchange that for? Probably this clay. Perfect. All right, I think that might be it for us here today, and we'll have to come back tomorrow. Her cat gave us a treat in the night, and I can't pick it up, so it's just bouncing around violently. Let's get our inventory really cleared up, and then we want to make some more bombs and stuff, because I was really running low. And I think it would also probably benefit me to go ahead and take my current outfit and leave it here so that when we see Emily, we just, we get the new clothes and we don't have it clogging our inventory. Okay, we're going to head out as early as we can today. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to grab probably something different today. Let's go ahead and try the rare fruit and then the hot sauce, because the hot sauce seemed to be a speed buff, so let's do that still. Rumple fruit skin. Perfect. Okay, so we've got speed and luck. I like that. I think everything is going to be pretty much closed for right now since we're here early. So let's go ahead and we'll grab our quest from Marlon today. Level 30 or slay purple slimes. Let's go ahead and do the level 30. That should not be hard. And also we get more eggs. So let's do that one today. We've got an overrun area, and since this is pretty much just wasting our time, I think I'm going to make a staircase after I kill this guy. The dreaded spiral floor prompts another stair. Oh, and another one, and now I don't have enough stone. Oh, that's good. We'll take that. Yes, please. All right, we hit level 30 and found another spiral floor. And, ooh, another easy way down. I'm gonna hang out a little while longer, even though we're done with our quest. I can't remember if the NPCs leave at a certain time or anything like that, so I might head out by maybe like 4. Maybe even like 3, actually. Just because if they leave at like 5, I want enough time to be able to see all of them. Ooh, another prismatic shard. We are having some luck with those. Jeez. Okay, we didn't make it down nearly as far today, but that's totally okay. Main goal was just finishing that quest. Talk to Gil to submit our rating. 13, huh? Not bad, not bad. Of course, when I was your age, I was doing twice that, with a rusty sword and no food. That's probably pretty accurate, but we didn't go too hard today. Okay, let's see if we can do this for this guy again. I'm gonna guess the 8,000 then? There we go. And then how many garbage cans are there in Pelican Town? Oh, boy. Ooh, boy. One of these two. Nope, not 10. Probably 15 then. I wasn't sure because this is expanded. I wasn't sure if that was going to be a different number or anything. So I just kind of, my brain just fried itself. Okay, nothing we need from there. Okay, so we've got Evelyn and Marnie today. Evelyn, nothing I'm really heartbroken over. Nothing I'm crazy for over here. This is all stuff I can get quite easily. The grass starter isn't honestly terrible, but I'm not too broken up about it. I'm honestly not too broken up about it. So, oh, and I forgot to bring a gift. I was going to bring a gift for her, and I completely forgot. Hopefully tomorrow I remember. Let's go ahead and head in here and get our outfit from Emily today. Okay, let's hope she did something better today. Oh my goodness. Or Christmas elf. This is sure something, Emily. Um that is sure something. That is sure something. I kind of feel like Emily doesn't like me very much. I'm just getting the feeling. Just kind of taking this opportunity to just make sure that I've talked to everybody and that I'm giving them gifts and stuff. Anything helps. Anything helps. And we're going to call it there for the festival today. And the main reason we're going to call it there is because it is salmonberry season. And it would be nice to have something different than these really bad blackberries. So these give 65 energy and these only 25. So I feel like it's worth it to take at least a little bit of time going and getting some of these berries. Looks like we have a new request over here for carrot juice and pickled green beans. That's quite easy. Might have to come back here and remind myself of what it is later since I'm so busy right now, but we have at least our new quest ready. Okay, it's starting to get pretty late, so we're going to go ahead and head home, but we got 90 salmon berries, so that's definitely going to be a lot more useful than these blackberries. Kind of neglecting all my farm chores today and every day this week so far. Ooh, there we go. Very nice. So let's see. Oh, we can't see it over here. Usually they kind of show you it over here. We'll have to go look and see what that is then. I'm going to take a moment to do these, and I put a green bean in as well because we need that. Hopefully when the wine is done, I remember that I need the carrot juice. Fingers crossed. I think we're going to do the same thing we did yesterday with the rare fruit and the hot sauce. Let's see. Let's go ahead and do the level 30 again. Gives us more eggs. Ooh, we got another trinket. We got a level 1 parrot to give us gold. I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with the quiver for now. I think that's more useful in my current environment. Ooh, speed boost. We are flying now. Ooh. Ooh, Monster Compendium, we already have this, but it does give us some XP. Another prismatic. Jeez. What is going on? I am never this lucky with prismatic shards. Holy goodness. Okay, it is 3, and I don't want to miss the NPCs and stuff because I do absolutely want to be able to use all my eggs. So I think we might go ahead and call it here and head out. 15, that ain't bad at all. That's the kind of number we're looking for in the Adventurers Guild. Here's your prize. Thank you, Gil. Over 500 calico eggs. Very nice. Let's see if I can do this quiz today. Calico Desert, Wednesday. Most expensive. 15? No. Oh, goodness. 20, really? Kind of surprised by that. We've got that magic rock candy. Definitely probably worth it. These two are both worth it. So if we don't find anything else we want, we'll probably come back for these. Not gonna lie. See anything over here? Nothing that I need, but thank you. And I forgot to bring stuff. Forgot to bring a bunch of stuff. Forgot to bring a gift for Sandy. Forgot to bring the iridium for the recipe. Just kind of spaced out. Did a good job. Did a good job. Okay, we've got Haley and Elliot. Haley has her iron. Nothing I'm super concerned about. These are fun to collect and stuff, but I don't think I'll be doing that in this playthrough. We've got a hat, his pencil, And some crabs and squid ink. Definitely nothing I need there. Let's go get our outfit from Emily. Okay, has Emily done me dirty for a third day in a row? Yes, she has. Oh my goodness, Emily. Emily. Oh my goodness. This is slightly better. At least it's like kind of a cohesive outfit, but my goodness, Emily. She gives me such cool outfits in some of my other playthroughs, like dinosaur costumes and caveman costumes and stuff. Just what is this year? Oh my goodness. Looks like I have a backpack on from the like panel of the back of the shirt. It looks like a backpack or something. That's so funny. Okay, I think we've done just about everything we can do here. So this might be it for the desert festival. I had a lot of fun, genuinely. Part of me is kind of wishing I'd maybe stayed in the caverns longer, but that's okay. Now let's get some stuff from here. Let me clear some inventory space first. Okay, we got at least 3 spots. I think I'm going to do the rock candy because that's really good. And then all of these lunches because they're also really good. And then what do I want with the rest? Probably all of these mystery boxes. And then I have 48, so I don't have much left. Genuinely, maybe 3 of these bombs, and that might be it. And then we have 3 eggs left. I'm totally fine with that. I'm pretty sure these vanish at the end of the festival, which is why I am spending every single one of them. I don't know if that is different and expanded, but I'm just going to operate under the assumption that these go away. I can't believe we found 3 prismatic shards this week. That is so crazy to me. Genuinely so crazy to me. I'm very happy about that. Ooh, it looks like some of our mahogany trees have grown, so I'm going to go ahead and chop those down and pull the seeds and replant them and stuff. Not too shabby. We did miss quite a few days of putting stuff in the bin, though. Today is Pam's birthday, but I am pretty sure that we have Pam on max. Yes, we do, so we're not going to worry about that. Today, I want to get back to doing all of our normal farm chores because we haven't done them in quite a few days because of Ginger Island and the festival. So I want to get this area maintained again, get all this stuff replanted, and maybe do a few things around the farm for once because we've been so busy I haven't been doing any of that. My goodness, it has been a minute since we have been here. Sheesh Louise. And it is bad in here as well. Okay, now that was the last quest we need to do. Hi, Melly. I'm trying to do more chores to make Emily happy. Figured I'd water the backyard today. I don't mean to be too forward, but can we talk inside for a sec? I seriously need to vent to someone. Sure. Let's head in. It's about my parents. Emily and I got a letter from them. They're on vacation in the Fern Islands archipelago. In the letter, Mom said she misses us and sent 8,000 gold. Dad wrote a little too. Like, the two of them are always off doing their own thing, having fun. I just feel like they're forgetting about us. Money is nice, but I'd rather have them around. Whatever. Like, I appreciate they're letting Emily and me live in this house for free, but I wish we saw them more often. It's been like a year since they came home. Ugh, my makeup is totally ruined. I need to clean myself up. Haley and I talked. She seems to feel better. That's a really nice cutscene for Haley. She kind of comes off a little bit differently in vanilla. She's kind of a little bit of a brat most of the time, I would say. And oops, another cutscene. Gus, I have just the thing for you. I'm all ears. It's a bundle of locally sourced organic heirloom veggies. These are hand-picked and sorted to ensure only the finest in quality and taste. This is a once-in-a-lifetime kind of offer. That sounds pretty good. I could use some quality veggies for the saloon. How much does it cost? Only... What was that? For a moment there, I thought I heard 25,000 gold. That's right. It really is a bargain, isn't it? Pierre, are you crazy? There's no way I could afford that. I'd have to sell the saloon. I overheard the price. That's outrageous. You should be ashamed. Wait, how about 10,000 gold then? No way! It's a disaster, Melly. I thought this was a surefire business strategy. But it turns out no one is willing to buy vegetables at a 10 times price markup, even if I put the little organic sticker on them. You win some, you lose some. You're right. You can't run a business without taking some risk. By the way, Melly, you look like you could really use a veggie dinner tonight. What do you say? Want to buy these back for the low, low price of 2,501 gold? This man is out of control. Anyways, as I was saying, I don't fully remember exactly what I was saying about Haley, but I'm happy to see that she's getting a different set of cutscenes for this, and that it's making her look a little bit less like a brat, because she does really come off as one in vanilla. For the rest of the season, just to make things easier, I think I'm gonna buy like 100 parsnip seeds. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna buy like 100 parsnip seeds. Hope that's enough for the rest of the planting for the season. It's probably not. And I did grab this quest. Need to be fresh. Okay, so we'll chop some trees really quick and go visit her. I think it had a ticket attached, which is why I grabbed it. Okay, done. There we go. Got our ticket. And our tiny amount of gold. Appreciate Linus readying those berries for us. Eep! Oh, it's Linus, right? Are you hungry? I could make you some lunch. How about some leftover cave carrot stew? That's very nice of you, but no thanks. I've had great luck foraging today. Okay. Melly, you look like you have something to say. I am pleased that Linus is doing well, and I do genuinely want to go with this option. I think I've mentioned this in previous episodes, but I have actually known somebody very similar to Linus in real life, and I understand that, like, the person that I knew in real life absolutely didn't want to be changed. He didn't want to live in just like a regular situation or anything like that. And he was very, very happy with the life that he was living. And I imagine that Linus is very much the same. And I wouldn't want to change that, because it wouldn't make Linus happy. It would just be about my feelings and me feeling like, if I was to invite him to the farm, it would just be about my feelings and me feeling like I'm saving him from something when he doesn't actually need to be saved. Thanks, Melly. You had me worried there. I thought you were going to ask me to move on the farm with you. You know, I consider you my closest friend in the valley. You've never tried to fix me. You respect my way of life, even if you don't understand it. I do actually. I feel like I do actually kind of understand his way of living. It's definitely not a way of living that I think I would flourish in, but I do definitely get where he's coming from and like the simplicity of it and like, you know, being able to maintain everything by yourself and not really having to worry about so many things like, you know, like I do in my daily life. I totally understand that actually. I really appreciate that. Ah, can you smell that? It's the sweet aroma of ripe berries. Aw, what a sweetheart. Linus truly is a sweetheart. Absolutely, he is. I still think to this day Linus is one of my favorite NPCs in the game. He's such a cool dude. And then let's see how fantastically I have failed at calculating how many seeds I would need. Okay, I'm left with 16 seeds. Jeez. I did a very bad job. Probably should have bought a couple of hundred. Do we have a seed maker? Yes, we do. Okay, and I was thinking it is kind of time for a major change in the greenhouse, actually. I think I'm going to take these in here, and I think I am actually going to fill the greenhouse with ancient fruit. I originally wasn't going to do this because I find it kind of boring. Oh, cool. We have two of these. Let's move them up a little bit. I originally wasn't going to do this because I kind of find that it's a bit boring to just have a million gazillion ancient fruit in here. But it's also, honestly, it's really difficult to keep up with the amount of things on the farm in this playthrough because there's so much to do. Wow, mixed fruit, thanks, or mixed seeds. It's really difficult for me to keep track of. So I feel like having like something going on in here that's a little bit easier to maintain will really help me in the long run. So I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. I think the only thing I'm not going to pull out of here right now is probably the coffee plants and the cauliflowers. Everything else I'm probably going to go ahead and just pull down. I think I also got some strawberry seeds as well, so I might go and fetch those. And bring those in so that I can plant those in here as well because strawberries are also a pretty good one. I'm going to plant the strawberries down here in the corner, I think. And I'm going to continue to make these, and we'll see how far we can get with how many fruit we had. Not actually sure if I'm going to get this done in time. And I'm going to pass out anyways. Good job. It's because I grabbed these. Shouldn't have done that. That'll teach me. Curious, we've been doing lots of gathering. Let's see. Not too bad. We're almost towards the next mastery. It's not too bad. We're a little over halfway. I was getting curious because I was like, we've been doing a lot of farming in this episode. Perfect. These are ready today. That really helps. And since those are also ready, I can go ahead and plant some more of the coffee. And I kind of am tempted to move it down here. Honestly, that does mean that we will be missing some for a little while, but I think that might be okay. So we ended up with slightly less than half on that, and we're not going to end up filling the entire thing. So I think that's going to be really good. I don't think it'll take us too much longer to finish filling in the rest. And I'm going to have this be our coffee area, and maybe I'll put something else in the middle. I'm not entirely sure. Probably something regrowable, though. I think we're going to go ahead and only plant stuff in the greenhouse that is regrowable, or maybe even stuff that we need for quests or whatever like that. But yeah, I think I'm going to stick with mostly kind of a monocrop in here just because it'll be easier for me to maintain so I don't have so many dang farm chores every day. So for some reason, I still don't have an oil maker, so I'm going to go ahead and make that really quick so we can actually get started making truffle oil because I realized we don't have one of those. And we don't have access to the truffle oil, which kind of seems a little bit silly. Oh, Melly. The lighting is so nice right now. I had to come out and take some nature shots. I've been trying to connect with the outdoors a little more. I want to know what it's like being a farmer. It's a way of life I've never really thought about. Well, until now. These cows are so cute. Hey, I have an idea. Let's take some pictures with these cows. You can show me how to approach one. I'll just set it to shoot on a timer. Eh, that was fun, Melly, and those photos are hilarious. I'm gonna go home and take a shower now. All right, not gonna lie, I absolutely wouldn't be randomly approaching Marnie's cows without Marnie's permission, but I'm glad that Haley had fun. I was coming down here because I wanted to go see the wizard. We heard from him the other day, and I just remembered. Ah, Melly, confound it. Stop it, you. He's getting bullied by Juminos. Wizard! Oh my god. Cute, cute, cute. I was trying to cast a spell that would help me commune with more of the sprites of the forest, and ow! And it seems to have. Stop that! It seems to have backfired somewhat. Melly, would you be so kind as to pick up that spell book and read the 3 lines on the bottom of page 53? I don't know, I'm quite enjoying you getting bullied. Aww. Ah, thank you very much. Now, little one, tell us, which part of the forest do you hail from? The Jumino tells you and Rasmodius about its home in a distant part of the forest for a little while. The wizard is especially interested in hearing about the lines of power near their home. Eventually, the Jumino decides to head home, and Rasmodius dismisses it with another spell. Now that that's all taken care of, tell me the truth. Was I wholly undignified? Were you tempted to laugh? To be honest, yes, absolutely. Ah, well, I appreciate your honesty, and it's fine. I don't want you to think I take myself too seriously. I'm sure I looked very silly indeed. He was getting bullied. Well, I think in the future, instead of trying to summon the sprites to come to me, I should probably go into the forest and find them myself. Now that I've recovered a little, I believe I'll do some exploring. Keep this one to yourself, won't you, Melly? I don't want to become too much of a laughingstock. Ah, you arrived precisely at the time I foresaw. I've prepared an elixir, one that will help you tap into some new types of magic. It's quite potent. Breathe deeply. Try to remain still. I feel as if something has changed within myself. You now have the ability to summon warp runes. It is a great privilege, but also a responsibility. You must master this new magic. We will begin training at once. A demonstration. Well done. I can now summon teleportation runes. Truly outstanding. You've exceeded my expectations. We must now secure your Nexus. There's a secluded forest north of Oakheart, flowing with mana, a suitable place to summon warp runes. Let's see, north of our farm. Trying to think of where that is, and I don't quite understand, but hopefully I'll be able to find it. Meet me there, Melly. I don't know why, but that really doesn't sound familiar to me. All right, here we go. Oh, it looks like we get a place opened up for this. Okay. Follow me, Melly. Don't stray too far. Mana flows freely in this secluded grove. It's a perfect location for your Nexus. With our combined magic and my guidance, we can alter the flow of time here. Come, channel your mana. Melly, open your eyes. Ooh, I like the color change. Magnificent, isn't it? Your enchanted grove is safeguarded from the changing seasons, weather, and prying eyes. We're not quite done yet. You still need to create your first warp point. I believe it's only suitable if it's to my own Nexus. Let us depart to my warp hall, Melly. During the lesson, I explained that in order to connect a location to your Nexus, you need something that came into being here, into being there. I brewed this potion today in this very tower. It's suitable enough to complete the spell. You received a wizard's potion. Place the potion on the hex and summon your warp runes, Melly. Well done. The warp runes linked to your Nexus successfully. Why don't you teleport there now? It'll be a sight to behold. Ah, tomes, owl statues, a hex circle, and the smell of fresh moss. I couldn't expect anything else. Seek out other areas of interest and expand your Nexus, Melly. In due time, a colleague of mine will pay you a visit. Well done today. I knew there was something special about you the moment you set foot in Stardew Valley. I wonder where else I can summon warp runes. Very nice. We will definitely have to figure that out. That's really cool. So we can come up here and do stuff whenever we need to. Ooh, and apparently get dewdrop berries up here. Very nice. Okay, so that'll allow us, I think, to teleport straight over to the wizard. That's kind of a nice shortcut. Especially from up here, because usually when you want to go to the wizard, it's such a trek. Ooh, and these are great. Oh my goodness. An aromatic enchanting fruit grown at the Nexus grants magical abilities until the next sunrise. My goodness on that. My goodness. Let's bring this leek to Evelyn for her quest. Get that done. And then the next thing I wanted to do was to check out JojaMart because I didn't see this in there. Okay, so it's not too different than originally. Probably should have saved those ancient fruits. I always forget I need to do that. Dinosaur mayonnaise, easy. We already have the prismatic shards. This is super easy. I will need to go catch the void salmon. This is super easy. So I'll either need to catch a shark or do the wine aging. This will require a lot of house upgrades, and I don't know where to get the shark. So we'll have to think about what we want to do there. But I'd love to try to get this done, especially because I'm still really hopeful that Claire and Martin will like have jobs there. So fingers crossed for that, genuinely. I think the next thing that I want to do, I have a little bit of time left today, is I want to go through and grab some stuff that I haven't sold to kind of fill out some of our shipping tab. There is a lot of stuff, including a lot of stuff I've never seen before. So I want to try to kind of just throw some of this into our shipping bin so that way we get like a little bit more information filled out in here, because right now it's like very confusing. And it would be nice to just have some of this kind of set up for us. Here is our first batch of stuff I'm going to go ahead and throw in. I think this batch will be our final batch, and we'll see in the morning like how filled out that is, I think. So this is all the other stuff that we're going to go ahead and chuck in there. Now we can go ahead and head to bed, finally. Oh my goodness. Sold a lot of stuff, a lot of like very random tiny things. Made a decent amount from it. Okay, so here's how our collection is looking now. A lot of these are things I just need to like pick off one by one. I could have sworn I put cloth in there, but apparently I didn't. I'll have to grab that. Don't have yet. I think that might be like that winter berry now that I'm looking at it. Some of this stuff I have no idea, but we did get a decent amount filled out, so it's not completely empty. Today is Shane's birthday. Do we need to give anything to Shane? We do. Okay. Shane. Let's not forget Shane. I have grabbed a pepper for Shane, and it looks like our wine is done, which means we will be heading to to Olivia's today. We have this, and then we need 4 of this, and then we need 8, 9, 10, and the cheese is in the other one, so we need those. Melly, I thought it would be fun to write you a note. I had so much fun with the cows yesterday. I'm starting to understand why you chose the farmer's life. Hope to see you again soon. Haley. Thank you, Haley. You know what? I'm glad that she had a good time despite getting thrown in the mud. She could have been very upset about that. I never went and got seeds yesterday. I am such a space case. It is Shane's birthday. There we go. Max with Shane. Wonderful. While we're here, I'm also going to go ahead and grab the animal catalog and get that read. So that way we don't have to worry about whether or not Marnie's here. Oof. Shane cutscene. Since this is expanded, I'm going to let this play because it looks a little bit different. Usually I skip Shane's cutscenes. His cutscenes are very triggering for me, but I'm going to give him a try. Hey, Melly. What am I doing? Cleaning up my mess. I guess it's because I feel bad about it. I've chucked a lot of bottles off this cliff, too many to count. Nothing I can do about the ones down there. Welp, need to finish cleaning up this mess. See you later, Millie. Okay, guys, do you remember your lines? Yes. Ready? Action. I thought we had something special. I guess I was wrong. Cut. I'm sorry. It's hard to remember my lines when her face is right in front of me like that. Oh, hey. Check out my new camera. JoJoCo is having a video advertisement competition and the prize is 10,000 gold. Hey, I want you to be in this shot, okay? Just walk by Clint and Emily in the background while they're talking. It'll give the scene a little more authenticity. Okay, ready? Action. I thought we had something special. You said you wouldn't leave me for anything, but I guess that was a lie. No, it's not like that. This is just something I have to do. It's very important to me. I've just got to try new Joja Blue Cola. It's got 3 times the sorbitol for a thick, sweet blast, and it's cheaper than water. But, isn't soda unhealthy? You promised me. Have no fear, my dear. The world-class science team at Joja headquarters have determined that Joja Blue does not cause a significant erosion of the stomach lining, so you can drink it whenever you like, as much as you like. The real question is, when will you turn blue? Glug, glug. Ah. Cut. That was perfect. Thanks for the help. Clint? That poor man. He didn't deserve all that. Ooh, more cutscenes. All the cutscenes. Come in, Melly. I want to show you something. It's my secret hobby. I've been practicing for months. Now sit back, relax, and allow yourself to be carried away to a better place, okay? I am honestly going to be cutting most of this out since I don't have sound out, but she is going to be very excitedly dancing. I feel like I'm on like a TikTok live right now with all of the like emojis that pop up. Yeah. So, what do you think? I'm gonna say that was amazing because sharing your passions like that is really difficult. Really difficult. I probably would have felt a little bit embarrassed while she was doing that, but genuinely, I think it's really cool that she's sharing. Thank you. Phew, that was quite a workout. I haven't been this sweaty since I ordered the pepper platter at Abigail's graduation fiesta. Well, I'd better take a shower. Thanks for watching. I was here to give her apricot from like last year when she requested it. Let's see if she's in here. Yes, she is. Here is your apricot, very long overdue. And of course she's done. I think she was done prior to this, to be honest. Oh, this is cute. They're hanging out together over here by Dusty. Oh, that's wonderful. I didn't know they hung out together like that. That must be an expanded thing, because I don't feel like I've ever seen those two in front of Dusty's like that together. Hello, sweetie. I was listening to Harui Kyoko. I probably butchered that. I apologize sincerely. She's a famous Gatoran violinist. I miss listening to her live on the radio. There's a magic to live music that recordings don't capture. Once I went to see her perform with an orchestra. She was magnificent. When the war started, radio broadcasts from Gotoro were blocked in the Ferngil Republic. I hope nothing terrible happened to her. I'm going to go with this first one because I really hate how pessimistic this one is, but I kind of feel like something in the middle of this would be better, honestly. I think something along the lines of, well, I'm hopeful that she's fine, not I'm positive, but I am going to go with this one because this one's really negative. I'm hopeful she'll overcome this. My family is from the Gotoro Empire. My mother and father immigrated to the Ferngil Republic. I have family and friends there, trapped and unable to leave. I worry for their safety. I don't know if they're okay or not. It's impossible to call or write to any of them. I've heard rumors of what's happening. I don't want to believe any of it. I need a glass of wine. Here's something you've never tasted, Melly. Ring fruit wine, aged 30 years from the Fern Islands. You may have met Suki, the traveling merchant. She visits the forests on weekends to sell goods from Gotoro. It's sad. The only way we can get anything from home is buying smuggled goods. I purchased a rare Gatoran china dish from her a few weeks ago. It's from a particularly ostentatious pattern. I put it on display in the kitchen cabinet upstairs. I wonder, where did that set come from? What family sold it off piece by piece so they could afford to eat? Honestly, this is such a difficult conversation in general. This is war is absolutely horrible and should never happen, but obviously it does. Um, I appreciate that. Like, the initial like reaction I got from Olivia was that she was kind of just out of touch with things because of how wealthy she was. But I'm really appreciating this cutscene because it kind of shows that she really knows a lot more than like we're led to believe when we first met her. She's like a very much more nuanced character, and I'm really appreciating that. I'm gonna say that I'm glad that she's helping you stay connected with your home because it's clear that she wishes she could do something and that she could be around the people that are still within the war and within the empire and everything. So hopefully it at least brings her some kind of peace at the very least. Her daughter just turned 6. Suki's shown me pictures, and she's absolutely precious. I hope I can visit next time she's in the valley. Suki occasionally gives me insider information. It's not always what the news here tells us. How is the wine, Melly? It's rare and expensive, but having nice things doesn't matter if you can't share them with those you care for. True. Very true. I'm sorry, Melly. This conversation has given me grim reminders. I need to be by myself. Thank you, dear. Edward, I miss you. Okay, now I am looking for cabinet in the cellar. So we're looking for some kind of a basement. Assuming over here. Yes. Okay, let's put all this in there. And done. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 80 grand for that. Holy cow. Holy cow. I am sad I don't have anything for a Victor here. Although it's the weekend, I have a ton of work to do today. It's what I get for procrastinating. Might play some personable 5 later. Okay. Me. This is me right here. This is me. On the weekends, we do all of our chores and everything, and man, do I not want to do them. I feel like that cutscene kind of fried my brain a little bit. That was like a lot to process, but man, genuinely, I am really very thoroughly appreciating all of the cutscenes in Expanded. They're so good. They're so good. I'm realizing that I might be able to go like break some geodes and stuff. I think I have my first golden coconut, which I think is guaranteed a golden walnut and stuff like that. So I might go crack those open and do a little bit of that really quick, because I don't think I've done that in a very long time. Oh, I'm guessing this has something to do with the Nexus. Yes, it does. So we can teleport home from the Nexus, I'm guessing? I think I'm going to bring all these, but I am going to go ahead and leave the mystery boxes here. I think I'm going to wait for golden mystery box trades. There's our golden walnut, and I'm not going to make you sit through all of these because it's a lot. It takes forever and it's a lot. All right, here is our first batch of donatables. And now we have 1 million of these Omni Geodes to do. I'm not sure if we'll get anything new from them, but it's worth shot cracking them open. We actually lucked out and got a couple of things that we needed, so that's really wonderful. And it looks like I'm out of space for the gems. We'll put some over there. So I'm sure we need more. Let's see how we're doing on that. So artifacts, we're doing pretty good. It looks like we have all of the new artifacts. And then for minerals, we're doing really good as well. We only need 5 more. That's not really that bad. I'll have to look up maybe which ones these come from so that we're only opening the specific ones that we need to get these. We might have to like go farm for those. And then we got a bunch of rewards, and we are going to take those, very much so. The other really cool thing that we got was we got the dwarf gadget from that. We got marble. Both of those are used for crafting recipes, so I really want to keep those. And then we also got a treasure chest and a pearl, and those are good for birthdays if we don't really know what that person would want for their birthday. It is time to upgrade this chest. I'll just throw this one here in case we need it, but my goodness. The artifacts chest, out of control in here, genuinely. Okay, now these kegs are ready to go. We have these. We can sell this orange wine. And it was a carrot. Let me not forget that. We have to put a carrot in. And then the rest can be some fun stuff, I'm thinking. I'm very confused. Where are my salmon berries? When did I drop those off? I'm guessing I put them in my fruit chest? Oh boy, I sure hope I didn't sell my salmon berries. Oh, goodness. Okay, man. I can't wait to watch the footage back here because I have no idea what I did with my salmon berries. I'm guessing I must have thrown them in my shipping bin on accident. We'll know at night if there's, if I check the roster on that, but I am completely not sure what I did with them. I don't think I've ever thrown my food out like that, but you never know. Maybe tonight was special. Yeah, so we get some geodes and some beehives. That's very nice. These diamonds, though, I should be trying to get towards these diamonds because we have a quest right now for Dwarf to give him 36 diamonds, and I think we're at like 13. I think for now I'm just going to put these beehives right here. There's no reason to not place them, and I think they should be within range, and it should be fine. All right, I think we're going to head to bed a little bit early, mainly because I'm just so curious to see if I actually did just sell all my salmon berries or not. I didn't. What did I do with them? Foraging? No, what did I do with them? What did I do? I don't know. Anyways, we made a decent amount of money, but I have no idea what I did with my salmon berries. The bookseller is in town today. We might actually visit that today. And it looks like we get the recipe for complete breakfast today. Very nice. Hello, Melly. I wanted to stop by and tell you Community Day will be tomorrow. Community Day? The whole town is showing up at the community center at around 1 p.m. It'd be a delight if you attended. Oh my goodness. Starting now, there will be gatherings at the community center on the 22nd of every season. That sounds really cool, actually. Okay, we got a recipe from Shane for a strange bun. Dear Melly, I wanted to thank you for being such a sweetheart and listening to me the other day. I know I can get a little maudlin when I've had a few glasses. Next time we have a drink, I'll tell you about some of the marvelous places I've visited. It's easy to forget there's a world outside of the valley sometimes, but I have plenty of stories to share. All my love, Olivia. That sounds wonderful. Maybe less on the wine part, though. Melly, I have this crazy new idea that I want to involve you in. It's called clothing therapy. Please come to the mayor's house today to see what it's all about. Love, Emily. Probably won't do that today. Pierre here. I really, really, really want to plate a sashimi. I'll pay top coin to whoever brings me some. We can definitely do that at some point. All right, it is Sunday. I think the thing we're going to do is we're going to try to do this quest today. I think it would be good to get this done, get the walnuts from that. I must say, this event turned out perfectly. It's all thanks to you, dear. The wine and cheese from Oakhart Farm is nothing short of perfection. This local wine and cheese is delectable. Tell me, farmer, what's your secret? I sense my friendship with the reception's guests has increased. I've also learned how to properly sample wine, increasing health and stamina healed when I drink it. Interesting. Very interesting. Wow, I think that I'm not exactly sure how much that boosted, but I feel like a lot of these are closer to done, and we're finished with Olivia's friendship. That's pretty good. Not too bad. The only person that we're really low on is Lance, and that's because I haven't really talked to him since we've seen him. All right, that concludes our aerobics class. Are you breaking a sweat? Yes! Poor Harvey. At least he's trying. Melly, you were watching me? How embarrassing. I didn't want anyone to know, least of all you. I'm just trying to stay healthy. As you get older, it requires more effort. I'm not in very good shape, though. I can hardly keep up with them. Well, they do this every single week, Harvey. You can't compare yourself to somebody who does this every single week. You can't compare yourself to Powerhouse Olivia, who looks like she's doing it in heels and a dress. That's crazy. Look, don't tell everyone in town that I'm doing dance aerobics, okay? I'm not going to tell anyone. My goodness, Harvey. Thanks, Melly. I appreciate that. I feel like you got to find your partner that wants to do dance aerobics with you, Harvey. Heck yeah. Okay, cool. They're still in here. Perfect, perfect. Kent? Where did you find this? This man. We fought together in the war, Melly. He was like a brother to me. But only one of us made it back. He never lost his courage, though, even in the face of death. A true hero. I'll never forget him. Thanks for bringing me this. It means a lot to me. Here, take this. It's been sitting in the back of our cupboard for years, and we've never used it. Gourmet tomato salt. I know a man about town who wants that. I gotta be honest, this sounds like it would be fantastic, 10 out of 10, and I would probably keep it for myself. I'm already on my last life. Dodge left, dodge right. He's almost dead. No! Hey, didn't see you there. After dropping way too much cash on this, I finally got to the last stage in Journey of the Prairie King and got completely stomped by Fector, the final boss. Are you any good at Prairie King? I'm just gonna say I've played it because this absolutely no, and I've definitely never beaten it. It's a cool arcade game, definitely my favorite here at the saloon. I'm bad at all of them. Did you know the game dev who made it is from Pine Mesa City? He coded the entire game alone. He goes by Concerned Monkey. Very cute. I've messaged him a few times online asking for tips on beating it, and he always responds. I don't know any other game dev that's as cool as him. This is really cute. Playing the guitar is my passion, and I'm going to try my best to make it as a musician. But in case that doesn't work out, I want to learn to code as a backup. It'd be cool to design games. Sebastian is a super skilled coder. He's a freelance web designer. I'm sure he could help me get started. I'm going to head out now while I still have coins left in my pocket. It's not a good idea to keep playing an arcade game when you can't focus anymore. You just keep trying and spending more than you should. That's how they get you. I'll catch you on the flip side, Millie. The flip side. Haven't heard that in a while. That was such a cute cutscene. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That sharp smell. That zesty taste. That gritty texture. It can only be gourmet tomato salt. I'll trade you for it. You received a Stardew Valley rose. Wonderful. Thank you. Oh my goodness. What do we got in here? Anything interesting today? Ooh, don't want to grab some recipes and get them out of the way. Let's do it. Let's be aggressive. Let's grab some recipes. Heck yeah. I'm going to take a moment to head home before we go try to find Sandy. I think it would benefit me. Oh, and I need to do this. I need to do that first. Let's do that, and then we'll go grab like a flower. Maybe if we're lucky, we'll find something on the way. We'll go grab a flower to bring to Sandy, because I think it would be great to bring her a gift when we also give her this. Ooh, and here is her gift. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Okay, so we got Way of the Wind 1, run a little bit faster. Way of the Wind 2, continue to run a little bit faster. We got my favorite book in the entire game, Old Slitherlegs. You'll now run a lot faster through grass and crops. And of course, we got the price catalog. So now we can see the value of anything. If we hover over it, you can see in the bottom there, it says this is worth 60 coins. Perfect. I am immediately realizing I should have brought iridium. It's fine. I'll get there one day. A Stardew Valley rose? That's so lovely. Thank you. Whenever I miss the valley, I'll smell this rose. Here, take this. It's been on the shelf for 10 years and no one has bought it. You can have it. We received the advanced TV remote. And here is a flower. We're at 7. That's not too bad. It is getting fairly close to summer. I think I'm going to grab a decent amount of these so I already have them on hand for summer. I think I'm going to grab like, I don't know, 100. Yeah, we're going to grab like 100 starfruit because I'm, crazy. And the recipe for the vegan cone. Heck yeah, we're spending money. What's this? So you push this button first? What's this button do? Well, how about that? It's a new channel. Here, take this. It's a stone I found when I was a coal miner back in the day. Funny thing, it's glowed blue and stayed cold for over 40 years, like magic. Let's see if the wizard is in here. That would be very convenient. Yay, thank you. Ah, an Arctic shard. A most powerful substance indeed, and potently infused with the element of ice. I'll take it if you don't mind. You're still here. Oh, you want something. Take this. We received a wriggling worm. And then we're gonna just go straight over to the beach, do some beach cleanup, see if we can find Willie. I think his shop is closed, but he should be out maybe. There he is, perfect. Ah, that's the perfect bait for a catfish I've been trying to catch. Here, let me trade you this for it. I'm not sure what it is, but it washed up on the beach not too long ago. Something tells me you could use it, miss. Perfect. That's the locket. We won't be able to head over there to give it to Birdie in this episode, but we have it, and we can keep it with us so that the next time we go, we can bring it to her. And there is our final night. We got a few more things stuck in there, which helped with our collection here. Not doing too bad. Mostly the stuff that we don't have is all this brand new stuff, and I think a lot of this must be in places that I haven't had access to yet. But that is all the time we have for this week in Stardew Valley Expanded. Thank you for coming along with me. We had a festival, we learned how to teleport around a little bit more quickly, and we've done a lot of little odd bits and bobs and worked on the farm here and gotten a lot accomplished. If you made it to the end of the video, I really appreciate you being here. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again. Bye!